Hey everyone, it's Alison Solvin with Stamp Crazy with Alison. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia, and I'd like to welcome you to my live today. I'm just going to make sure that I am actually live everywhere. And I noticed that I was having a bit of an issue. So I'm going to just use my, looks like I'm live on YouTube, so that's good. I'm just going to use only my iPad today because somehow my other screen is not working. So let's just make sure you can, I know you can see me. Hi Keisha, can you hear me okay? Hopefully, I think you can hear me. Oh, great. Hi Nancy, how are ya? Oh, good. We're all good, you guys. Excellent. So hopefully I can see all of the comments. Got those two screens open and that should work for me. I'm not sure what happened to my poor little Safari. It seems to have disappeared, but that's okay. I don't need it. All right. Hi, Ellie. How are ya? Okay. Well, you guys are jumping on really fast. That's awesome. Today we're going to make a card using the Playing in the Rain bundle, which is that adorable bundle from the January to April. Gosh, time is marching on, right? It's what's that saying? Time is marching on and it's marching across my face. Isn't it? As you get older. And we're going to use this one. Let me just grab. There we go. There we go. So cute. And I know we've made quite a few. Hi, Donna. How are you? Hi, April. Oh, I'm so glad you're here live. Yay. It is the most adorable bundle, and I know I used it quite a bit. But I wanted to use it as much as possible before it's potentially gone, right? Well, here next week, we will see the retired list. And so we'll know what's not sticking around. You're doing okay? That's good. So I want to use it. And I also want to remind you that if you make a purchase in my store or from me in any way during March, I'm going to send you, just show you over here, this fantastic PDF. Can you see that? And it's got all the supplies, and then it's got a picture of each page. Has got a different project with the measurements and the step-by-step how to make the card. Okay, so you're going to get that. And the good news is that the bundle, the Playing in the Rain bundle, has just been restocked. I have no idea about my Siri's trying to talk to me. I know, got gremlins today. Hi, Judy. How are you? Nice to see you. So there's so many of us here already. We're doing great. Let's just start, shall we? Let's go over here and make a card. So like I said, we're using these products. They're super, right? We've got the Playing in the Rain bundle, which is the stamps and the dies. Don't you love that Stampin' Up! Is now called the Stamps and the Dies by the same name, so there's no more confusion. We've got the Raindrops embossing folder. We've got the Loose Daisy embellishments. So let me show you those. Those are really cute. We're going to use some of those today. And then we've got the fantastic Designer Series paper. Now, I have got little bits and bobs left, so let me show you. They're not pretty, but you get the idea. Some of the paper has the designs already printed of the characters, and the dies actually line up with those characters. So not only do they line up with the Designer Series paper, they also line up with the actual stamps, right? So I like when that happens, like dual purpose kind of thing. So got that, and then on the other side, we've just got some nice stripes. I love this one. This is raindrops, but they're, I don't know if you can see it, they're actually embossed, and I really like that. And then we've got pretty flowers on that side. We've got umbrellas, and there is a die that cuts out a little umbrella. And again, these are embossed. I don't know if you can see that. And then we've got the pretty flowers on the other side. Now this piece here is actually a 12, they're all 12 by 12, but this one has got clouds or whatever at the top of the paper, and then the daisies at the bottom. So they just, that's the other side. Okay. Then this one's another rain one, and it's really pretty because actually you could use it for rain, but it actually is just a really neat embossed design that you could use for lots of cards. Nothing to do with this suite if you wanted. And then that's the other side, which is kind of like watercolor and then, you know, water drops thrown on it, which I really like. And then here's another sheet with characters. So cute. And those are pretty easy to fussy cut if you wanted. And then we've got sort of prettier colored raindrops on that side. So that's basically the designer series paper. And then, like I said, we've got the stamps and the dies. So really pretty. Okay, so should we get started here? Now, I'm going out on a limb here, and I am making a card that I haven't made before. So I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed that it works. Okay, I just grabbed some stuff. And let's grab a bone folder here. And whoops, starting here with a piece of the Bonnie Blue. I've cut it to 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. So let's just give that a nice little crease. Okay, and I can just set that aside for now. Now I've got a bunch of other little bits and bobs. I'm not even sure I'm going to use them all, but let's play. So remember that paper I was telling you about that has, it's 12 by 12, and I only have these little bits left, but it's got the clouds at the top half of it, and then it's got the daisies at the bottom half. So imagine 6 inches on the top of clouds and sky, and then 6 inches at the bottom with the daisies. So I've strategically cut this so I've got some clouds and some daisies. Okay, now I've grabbed a couple of these characters that are already stamped, and as you can see, I hope, they are also embossed and shiny. I'm not sure which bunny I'm going to use yet, but I'm going to put those over there. And then I just grabbed some scrap. These are the clouds off the top of that. And these actually are also embossed. So really cool. And then this is the other side. I wanted to use this daisy side. Okay, so let's start. I'm not sure even where to start, but we'll just dive right in. I'm going to take one of the stitched rectangles. This is a fantastic, oh, hi, Diane. This is a fantastic set of dies. If you don't have this, please get it. But look at all these. I should have them prettier, shouldn't I? But I don't. Look at all the different sizes, but they're all rectangular. And the thing that's great about them is they cut out and then they add a stitch line at the very same time. So one pass through when you got the cutout and that nice stitch. So I'm going to just grab my tape. Now I think I'm going to use, oh, here we are. I'm going to use a piece of, you have my back. I'm going to, thanks, April, because I'm a little discombobulated and I am flying by the seat of my pants, literally. So I'm just going to put this in the middle. I want to create a sort of as even a round frame as I can. I'm going to just take a piece of Post-its and just stick that on and hold that in place. Okay, grab our Stampin' Cut and Emboss, our little mini, and my plates. So I've got the plate number 3 and then the clear plate. Okay, so I'll put those down on my platform. And then I've got my die. And then let's put our clear plate on top. And then we'll just run that through. Ooh. It's like my old bones there. Ooh. Okay, so that should be good. Stick that in the corner, and then we'll just take this off, and then I can just peel that little Post-it, and we can use that again. And then there's my die cut. Now, I will keep this for another project because we've got that nice stitch line, right? And then here is my actual frame that I'm going to use. Okay. All right. Now, I have got that piece that we talked about, and this is what we're going for. We're creating a little picture frame with some interest in the inside. Okay. Now, this is where I got to put my thinking cap on, because somewhere here, yeah, that's the problem when you do this about 5 hours ago. I wanted to make a, there it is, a window card that I can make a shaker out of. So I have cut a piece, oops, of one of our window sheets, and I want to just turn this over, and I hope you can see this. Maybe I'll grab my card base. I'm not sure if you can see this. I've cut this so that it's going to fit. Oops. There we go. Okay, and I just want it to be on the inside. Now, I might have to just take a titch off of that. You don't want it to be the exact size because it's super hard to match that up. So let me just trim off the edge. And while I'm doing that, I am going to just give you some measurements here. Okay. So this piece I started with was 3.5. And let's see how long it was. It's probably a weird, yeah, it's weird. 4 5/8. And this is 3.5. Okay. And so this is just going to be a titch smaller. Okay, I don't know what the measurement would be for a titch, but you know how to do titches, right, you guys? And then this piece, again, is just going to be slightly smaller. So what's this one? 4 by just under 3.5. Okay, so that's just going to, when we're finished, we're just going to be able to see that through. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this all down. Grab my tear and tape. Okay, so I find it easiest to just put this down on the actual frame. So that's just, do your best. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to be able to have the window sheet catch. How you guys doing? Hi, Jen. How are you? Guys following along? Any questions? Okay. Now, I could have used different glue on this. I didn't have to use my tear and tape, but I want to show you why I'm using it. I'm going to take a pick, and I'm just going to lift the corner. Can you see this? I'm not going to tear this right off to start with. So I'm just going to grab that, and I'm going to fold it out into the margin. Okay. I'm going to do the same up here. Oop. So you can see what I'm going for. This is sticky, but this is not yet, right? And you just keep turning. We'll make sure you burnish that down so the actual other side. Come on. Do you guys know what the word burnish is? That means just make sure it's completely stuck. And then I'm going to do this corner here. So once I've got all of that, so that's what it's going to look like, you guys. Okay, grab your window sheet, and I'm going to just lay that down. So I'm going to let that catch at that corner. That's where the glue is exposed, right? Oop. And same at this corner, and this corner, and is that it? Yeah. So you can see that it's stuck up here, here, and here, but these are all free flowing, right? So what we're going to do now is we're just going to pull this like a little pull tab, and that's going to give us the ability to just make sure that it's stuck properly. Have you ever done that where you grab something to glue it down? Which I shouldn't jinx myself, but you grab something to glue it down, and then it sticks, and then you're snookered because you can't lift it off because you ripped the paper, especially designer series paper, right? So I'm just, can you see I'm just using the edge of my bone folder, and I'm just burnishing that just so it sticks down. Okay, so that's my little window. Everyone with me so far? Okay. All right, now here's my little scene that I'm trying to create. Okay, but in order to do that, just want to make sure I've got this where I want it. I'm trying to decide. I'm just thinking, you guys. If I'm gonna, yeah, I think I'm gonna do it this way. So for this, in order to create my little scene, I'm gonna grab, these are fantastic. These are foam adhesive strips. You guys seen these? So these are like dimensionals, only they're in big long strips. I'm gonna just change my glasses so I can see what I'm doing. Anybody else got anything to say? No, we're all good. I think I've said hi to everybody. So I'm just gonna grab some of these and make sure they're long enough. That one should be long enough, yeah. I love this, look at this. So they come in these long strips and then you can just cut them to fit your project. So let's grab this one. And I am going to go not overly close, but close enough to my edge. Now the secret with this, you guys, is that you want to make sure that you're creating a good seal. Okay, so I'm going to trim this piece off. And I'm going to save this for another project. I'm going to grab another one. And I'm going to butt this up. I want this edge and this edge to be as close as possible, touching but not overlapping. You can't really put it on top. And the reason we're doing this is we're creating a little channel inside, a little section inside where the little shakers that we're going to put inside won't fall out. Okay, so like a little, oh, here we go. I don't know what you'd call that, a channel or a little reservoir, I guess. That would be what it would be, wouldn't it? So remember, we're just making sure that we get these up close and as tight as we can. Okay. Once you've done a few of these, it's not that hard. We used to make these, we didn't even have this fantastic little foam adhesive strips. We had these other things, and sometimes we have to use dimensionals, and oh, this is so much easier, and I love these. Grab one. There we go. Stick that on there, and then lastly, we're just gonna, so when you get to the end here, you guys, oops, I don't like that. I'd like to have it a little bit, oh, am I out of, I hope I'm not out of, oh, did I go out of frame? I'm sorry if I did, you guys. Okay, so when I get to here, can you see what I'm going to do? I'm going to just take my nail, make sure it's tight in there, then trim it off, and then sort of like a little miter, right? When you're doing carpentry. Not that I do a lot of that. All right. How you doing the shaker? It's in the process of making one myself. Oh, good. Oh, great. April. Now, April, there is a cheater way to do it, which I'm not going to show you it right this second, but I'm going to grab it out of my little bin here so I don't forget to show it to you, okay? Hopefully somewhere. Here it is. Okay, I'll show you that later. There's always little cheater ways to do things that aren't quite as complicated, okay? So that's what we've got so far. Okay, now let's grab these adorable little daisies. Look at this, you guys. These are loose daisies. So there's no adhesive on them, but they're super easy to add adhesive to, right? And then I'm going to just dump a bunch in here. That looks like about right. And maybe I got a little bit more than I need, but that's okay. What the heck? Daisies. Now we're going to do exactly the same thing that we did earlier. We're going to very carefully remove some of these edges. Now what we're doing, can you see? We're taking, this is double-sided, but this time it's foam. So we're just going to do exactly what we did earlier. Remember, we turned it out into the margin. And we're going to do that. And we're going to do this. So now we've got sticky bits up in this corner and this corner. Then we can take our pretty little picture and we can
decide kind of where that's going to go, where it's going to work. And that, whoops, that's going to work pretty good like that, I'd say. You just want to kind of make sure you got it straight. That looks pretty good. So I feel confident that I can stick that down in the corner and that I can stick that down in that corner. Okay. And then I can pull this just like we did before. And we can pull this one. It's like a little zip tie or something, isn't it? And then zip. I always feel like I'm opening one of those envelopes they have on The Amazing Race, you know, where they go and they rip it open. Okay, now I'm going to just take my bone folder and just gently make sure that that is all stuck to our double-sided foam. And turn it over, and that's what we end up with. Isn't that cute? So we got those little daisies. Maybe was a rainstorm and all the little blossoms fell off. Isn't that cute? Okay, so that's how you make a shaker card if you're using the foam. If you don't want to do that, or it's too complicated, or you don't have it, this is a really simple way of doing it. This is one of our clear envelopes, right? And I do have I'm pretty sure I did a video on this where you guys can go back and maybe check it out. It's sort of a faux shaker. You've still got the daisies inside, but you've just slipped the designer series paper inside and then glued it all down and glued it to the front after you've put your daisies in. So it's kind of a cheater one. But this is a real shaker, okay? And it shakes a little bit better, okay? All right, so now this is going to be mounted on here. So we might as well go ahead and do that. And I think I'm just going to use my white glue this time. Hi, Keisha. It is fun, and it's so cute, right, Nancy? And these are not hard to do, you guys. I think what people freak out about is thinking that you're going to line everything up, but I hope I gave you some tips on how to apply your glue in such a way that you don't feel like you have to, get it on there perfectly, right? Which is another reason I love my white glue, because of course we know we can move that around. That looks pretty good. Isn't that cute? Gosh, it looks like a spring day, and it actually is a spring day if you're in Vancouver. It's really warm out today, sunny and warm. So it's a good day. I think my allergies might be kicking in, though. I can feel myself sniffing. All right, let's grab the coordinating die for this. So I want to cut out some of these little clouds because it's not a rainy cloud day. I'm just going to make this a bit smaller so we can get it through my mini. Okay, here we go. And look at this. These dies are going to be coordinating with both this designer series paper and the stamps. So if you want to stamp them and color them, you can do that too. This would be really easy to recreate because you would just use maybe Balmy Blue or Pool Party cardstock and then stamp the stamps. Here we are in Versamark, and add white embossing powder, and you pretty much get the same effect as you would out of the designer series paper. So let's grab that. And again, we've got our plates. Put that on. Whoops, not in screen. That would help. There we go. And run that through. Okay. I wish Facebook wasn't a delay, right? Like I'm a few minutes, seconds behind you guys. And so sometimes, I'm onto something else when you guys are just seeing what I'm working on. It's kind of a weird phenomenon. All right. So here's our little clouds. Okay, so I'm going to put those aside for a sec because I'm not even sure what I'm going to use yet, you guys. I'm just kind of cutting a bunch of stuff, and I'm going to see what I like at the end. Let's grab this little bunny. This bunny makes me happy. This bunny is happy in the sun and the rain, right? Playing in the puddles. Reminds me of my son when he was a little kid. I don't know, maybe are all boys like that? I don't know. He would basically seek out a puddle. And he was a really avid soccer player up until his adulthood. And he loved it when it was raining. He hated playing in the hot sun, which is actually good because in Vancouver, soccer is a winter sport. We play it from September till April, I think. So right through the winter and the snow and everything outside. We're hardier than people think. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh, what a cute little bunny. He's so cute. I think I'm getting used to where my camera is in my new setup, you guys. So my apologies if I'm a little off. I will get better at it. I used to know exactly where to hold my things. I've got a piece of soft suede. I think I'm supposed to be more over here. But what I can do is I think instead of trying to make myself go where I don't want to go, I think I can just, there, that's where I want to be. Okay. I just use this tape kind of as a, here's where you want to be, have your things. So this is a stump. So I'm going to do a stump. And then I've got a piece of granny apple. I don't really need a piece this big. So let's trim this off like so. Don't know if I'm going to use all these pieces, right? We said that, but let's grab them anyway. And let's cut a couple of pieces of grass. And then I'm going to, this is crumb cake. And I'm going to, oh, there we go. I don't need big enough. This is a bit big. I'm going to trim this down too. Use it for another one later. And we're going to make a little bridge. Okay, so these are all the dies that are in the Playing in the Rain. Did I mention that it's back in stock? The Playing in the Rain bundle. So if you've been waiting for it, nip on and get it as soon as you can. The other ones that are back in stock are the Dainty Delight dies and the, what's it? Oh, is it something florets? Fabulous florets? I don't know if it's fabulous florets. It's something florets. I think it might be fabulous because they are kind of fabulous. They were all out of stock and they are back in. So the only thing there's a few other things that are out of stock, but the one that I'm waiting for is the Bunny Punch. It's coming back in May. So I'm on the, got that diarized in my calendar because I need the punch. All right, let's run this through. Okay, oops, I'm just going to turn it so that, or hold it so I'm not going all over the desk. Here we go. Put that over there. Okay. All right. So we got a little bridge if we want. Not sure what we're going to use. And then we've got some grass. All right, so I've cut out a whole bunch of little fun pieces. And let's just make our picture, right? Fitted florets. Thank you, Nancy. I thought that was a hat. Oh, it can kind of look like a hat, I guess. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. We've got our bunny. So I know I want my bunny playing here, right? Yay, little bunny. I could just do the bunny. Or I could put a bridge and the bunny's on the bridge. That might work. And then we've got some other things. So let's do the bunny. Let's get that bunny on there. I'm just going to stick my bunny on. I'm not going to pop him up. A lot of stuff's already popped up here. So let's do our bunny. And then we've got our bridge and our little bunny is on the bridge. This is such a sweet set. I had somebody say to me, I really love it, but what kind of cards could I make? Listen, just use, if you don't want to use the sayings, sentiments that are in the set, grab a thank you or a, have a great day or thinking of you. All those would work. I'm just going to make sure his little foot's on the bridge. Look at that. That was fluky that just happened to work out there. There we go. Okay. That's what we've got so far. And then we could put a little, I think we will put a little stump there. What do you think, you guys? Just a little stump. at the end of the bridge. So we're just building a little scene here, which is kind of cute. And we'll have some grass. There's flowers too. We could have stamped and colored some flowers. That would have worked. Got some grass growing by the stump. Maybe we'll just put another little bit of grass over there. So yeah, if you're just playing, just cut out a whole bunch of things and just start layering. It's always fun. And then lastly, we've got some clouds. So let's put some clouds. A big cloud. And you could pop some of these up if you wanted. And then we got a medium cloud. You could, oh, there's a kite. There's so many things that you could add to your little scene. Whoop. And then let's grab some dimensionals. This didn't turn out too bad considering I had zero plan. I just was going for it. Whoop. There we go. There we go. Oh, so cute. Isn't he cute? Now, I don't have a saying on here. I think it's getting a bit busy. I guess I could have put something down here. But I don't think I will. I think I'll just leave it like that. Yeah, I think that's got enough stuff going on, personally. But now you've got your shakers and your little, they just move around. Aren't they cute? There we go. All right, so that, ooh, if I got it in the right place, there we go. So that's our project for today. Let me show you some other cards. This is the one I showed earlier for April. Oh, hi, Leanne. Hi, Barb. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, while you're waiting for your MRI. Oh, dear. I'm glad it's calming for you. Oh, good. Yeah, I never had an MRI, but I heard they can be a little bit intimidating. You'll be good. You'll be fine. And it's good to find out what's going on with your vertigo there. Okay, so I've got a few of you guys on here that I know are working through some health stuff, and I'm so glad that you're here. I have people that have had hip replacements on here, and I have people that are getting some little other health stuff checked out. And I'm so glad that you chose to come and spend some time with us and take your mind off of it a little bit. So this is the one I showed April, right? That's the faux shaker. Let me show you some other ones. I think I've shown you these over the months. This is cute, isn't it? Just playing in the rain. And oh, this is one of my favorites. You had foot surgery? Oh my goodness. I have to add you to my list. My gosh, it's like the shut-ins I've got on my little thing today. And I'm hoping you're all feeling better soon. Okay, here's another shaker. I have shown you this one. This one here is different. It's got the kite cut out, and I don't know if you can see it, but there are little daisies in there. Look how happy. That's that cloud folder that was offered free during celebration, remember? Really pretty. What else have I got to show you? This is cute. Oh, these are cute. This is the little diorama cards I made. There's a video on this one, you guys. So here's the little turtle. So he doesn't like the rain, but look at my little bunny. My little bunny. Like I said, this is my little Ian. He's happy to be out in the rain. He's not even putting up his umbrella. He's a true Vancouverite. We don't usually use umbrellas. Now, I did do a card the other day from the, oh, here it is. So remember I was talking to you earlier about free PDF, right? You make an order in March, you get a PDF. And if you live in the United States, you can order from my border buddy, Patsy Waggoner. She's Stamps to Die For. She's in Minnesota. And she and I offer this to our customers. So her in US and me in Canada. So check her out. And this was one of the cards from our PDF. Look how sweet it is. Isn't that cute? So that's an example of one of the cards and the instructions you're going to get in your PDF. So really sweet. Okay, now, if you are a demonstrator and you don't want to make a purchase, I completely understand. You can actually purchase the PDF. You'll see the links. There it is. the link on when I finish the video. So here's another one, similar style, right? But this time we're just, oh, happy day, and we're flying a kite. Okay, so those are some samples of really sweet cards that you can make with the fantastic snip set. Let me come back. Okay, here we are. Okay, you guys, they would make cute Easter cards. They're very springy, aren't they? You're right. You're right. Yes, let's all send Barb some positive vibes. She's going to be great. Oh, hi, Leanne. I'm going to miss this set too when it's gone. Of course, we don't know if it's going to be gone. We can keep our fingers crossed that it isn't going to be gone. This is a card that Leanne made. She's on our little call today. Look at this one. This is so cute. Check this one. Leanne made this card. Isn't it sweet? Look at the little fox. Now, she colored this fox in because she's a fantastic blend. She uses her Stampin' Blends, and she's a wonderful colorer. But isn't it cute? So I would never think to do that. See how she's just ended? His little snoot is one color, and then she's just ended. Let me hold it up as high as I can so you can see it. So I would never think to do that. And there's those flowers that she's cut out. And this is one of those. It's one of those spanner cards, but Leanne's actually glued the sides down. Okay. So super cute. There's just a never-ending ideas that you can use it. All right, you guys. Now, what did I want to tell you? Normally, I'm on Sunday and Wednesdays, right? I'm not going to be back on until the week of June the 2nd, okay? I'm going to visit my daughter, and so I won't be able to go on live, but I'll be back, as Arnie would say. Arnold Schwarzenegger. And until then, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it when you take time out of your day and your schedule to come and craft along with me. And I hope that you will find some crafting time. I will be finding crafting time when I go to Toronto. I'm just going to change my glasses so I can see my screen. Because I will hopefully get together with my sisters and we'll do some crafting. Okay. Thanks, April. Yeah, I got my neighbor's kids staying in the house, so everything's covered and we're good. All right. Until we see you again, have a nice week. Have a nice next week, and we'll see you before Easter. Okay. Bye, you guys.